Production manager just committed suicide on site. One of production managers just committed suicide on site. What would you ask top management tomorrow during planned discussion? I take it they're making it an AMA for like 10 minutes and then back to work and maybe hand out a piece of paper that says mental health matters or some bullshit hashtag made up by some influencer online. Will the worker's family receive a pension or some sort of compensation for their loss? What sort of mental health care coverage can we expect to see going forward to make sure people have support and options to take when they feel like they might do something drastic? Will you expand our insurance coverage to include therapists? What about a third-party investigation to examine what factors contributed to their suicide? To determine what the company can do differently with this on its record? Quote, I'd start by asking why everyone is required to come in less than 24 hours after someone committed suicide at your place of work, even if it is for a discussion regarding the incident. Is maintaining a deadline, production quota, normal level of business more important than giving their employees time to process what happened, grieve? Regardless of whether your work claims to be a family, that is an on-site death that may very well have been witnessed by someone. Obviously, I don't know what exactly went down, but as someone who's walked into a room to speak with someone who I previously thought was alive, just to discover they were actually very much not, that's something that takes more than one business day to fully come to terms with. What systems will be put in place, in addition to the ones that failed in this case, like the EAP and whatever BS, open door policy, exists, to prevent the same type of burnout with other employees? That dude clearly did it at work for a reason. Sorry, you have to are putting up with whatever circumstance led to this. Addendum. Also, since we're like family here, what is our bereavement plan moving forward? What was your favorite thing about employee name? Do you wish you cared more about employees' well-being now? Quote, had a dude at my old jump flip a forklift and bounce his head off concrete and died in our shipping department. Upper management called a meeting and just told us to continue working but don't say nothing on social media so his family didn't find out till they told them. Are they helping to create a memorable memorial service? Peer support or therapist available to help coworkers? Is there any support for family? Was there any warning signs? What was missed? Who did he reach out for to help? What was the response? Are there any known EAP reps among your coworkers? Any resources listed or made available in the break room or common areas? How is the work environment? Are people appreciated for their work? Is it toxic? Does he have friends at work? Is work being open about this being a suicide? Are they actively taking about it? Any policy in place for suicide at the workplace? Are professionals being brought in for the debrief? There are national guidelines for suicide prevention in the workplace. Does yours have any in place? Yay, that sucks. Almost like when Buddy had a stroke at my work, and management just told us to put welding curtains around him and keep working. Or ways back in another factory where guy went outside and proceeded to have an aneurysm sitting at the picnic table. Wasn't found for 30 minutes. We kept working. Canada. Or a crazy story from Eastern Europe, where my childhood best friend was told to clean up the brains of his fellow maintenance team member, whose head was crushed under an elevator in a steel plant. Buddy just kept walking, changed careers and makes lot more money now at least, but has PTSD and counseling. Jesus man, you alright? That's pretty rough. How do I file workers' comp for PTSD? I would legit ask, what will be done to prevent employees becoming so overwhelmed they feel suicide? is an acceptable option? Quote. Then continue with a job hunt. Dude, call the media. I'm so sorry you're dealing with this. Why nobody seriously wants to work anymore? I am sorry to hear that. As someone who has considered suicide a lot, I have a feeling that to actually do it at work is absolutely meant to be a message. Generally speaking, I've always wanted to do it in a way that would have almost no impact. Like finding my body, on my family and loved ones. But occasionally thought it would be a very clear message to those that have made my life worse. I've dealt with a suicide at work. It's very sad and very spooky. It's also difficult because you don't exactly have a close relationship to these people. And you never know where you stood with them. Sorry to hear about that. I would seriously consider why he did it and how much was that workplace contributing to his suicidal feelings and final action. Someone just died. We have to go back to work immediately. And now we are here hoping to know why it happened. Because of insert things that absolutely are factors in this man's suicide that also affect everyone else at work in a negative way. I want to know one thing. When are we getting a healthy raise? And what can the company do for our mental health issues? We need help and we need better pay. Now. Accounts is probably deducting the cost of body removal from his last paycheck as we speak. So I assume that his position is available? Do the same to them they would do to you by asking this question. What are you going to do to ensure this never happens again? I can't count how many times I heard that phrase.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.